Hello and welcome to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your reader, the Gem Star, and this is the weekly tea. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. For your own personal private readings with the Gem Star, visit our website at kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site in the description box below. Now, let's have a sip of the weekly tea together. Hello and welcome back to another live Kettle Messages Tarot's reading, the weekly tea with your oracle and reader, the Gem Star. We want to wish Pisces and Aries a very happy birthday. We want to thank you for your patronage, for all those who have reached out to us for their own personal private readings with the Gem Star. My information is in the description box below. Once again, you're tuning into another live on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the Gem Star. We welcome you into our sacred space, and we thank you for welcoming us into yours. Let's give the cards a shuffle and let's see what this weekly tea has in store for all of the zodiac signs. Welcome back, Aries, my little rams, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Thank you, Aries, for supporting the channel, for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. I'm your oracle and reader, the Gem Star. You're tuning into Kettle Messages Tarot Live weekly tea reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on at this time. For Aries, okay, so the journey has been difficult, especially when it comes to business, finance, and career. There has been some delays in this area. Some of you are looking for work or are looking for solutions at work, finding ways to bring more income into the household. And so this week we see you networking, we see you socializing, Aries, trying to make those money moves. You're going to find a way forward when it comes to business and finance, and it's going to come through your contacts, your resources, those people you know, those people you network, collaborate with this week, you socialize with. They're going to be the ones that are going to be able to open doors or even give you ideas, creative ideas, and solutions to certain issues you are having when it comes to making more money. So we see that when it comes to money this week, Aries, it looks like you're finding solutions, people to work with, finding forward movement after some delays. Okay, so you have had a heavy burden. You've had to deal with difficult people, difficult situations, people that were aggressive, Aries, or you have to aggressively tackle a situation, especially in the area of finances. You got to get your finances in order. Get your house in order. There has been some arguments, some confrontations, some difficult conversations occurring in the household, whether that be conversations of money and finances and how you delegate responsibility, who's responsible for what, getting all those bills together versus what you have in your savings versus the money that you have to work with in order to pay these bills and straighten out some financial situations. We see that there is heavy conversations happening with those that you live with this week. You're also worried and concerned about home safety, home improvement, or just the stability of the home. Having that financial cushion to take care of any unexpected expenses that should come up when it concerns the home. At times, Aries, it seems that you've lost the hope in a situation. Some of you have been feeling sad or depressed, or have been dealing with someone difficult in the household. Some of you have been losing hope in this situation or in this connection, this relationship with this person. You feel like you may be growing apart from someone because they've been aggressive or too difficult, or you have been too passive in a situation, waiting for the universe to come help you out, to come save you. This is a week where you're gonna have to save yourself. You're gonna have to take action, take the bull by the horns, especially when it comes to the situations in the home with the people that you reside with, and the finances, the spending, the bills that are accumulating. It seems like you got to get certain things under control this week, and you're finding difficulty doing it, maybe because the people that you're dealing with or having to cooperate with are making things difficult this week. But your focus is very much on your finances and on the home. And as we said, you're aggressively attacking certain situations. You're giving all your energy, mentally, physically, emotionally, into a person or a situation, and you're not even stopping to smell the roses, to take a break, to take a vacation, to take a moment just to hear the sound of your own voice, or just take a moment to be in silence, to be doing absolutely nothing. Some of you are burning the candle at both ends, and you need to take a break, especially from thinking. There's this energy of overthinking, of worry, of concern, and you need to take a pause, a break, Aries. Step back so that you can get a view of the bigger picture. You're so focused and stuck on a situation or a problem. It's consuming you. You can be becoming obsessed with a problem or an issue, and there's a need to detach, to stop, to take a break, to pause, to release worry and concern. I feel this energy this week, Aries, like you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. There has been so many little misfortunes here and there that you're bringing that energy into this weekly tea, where there's a little energy of paranoia, of waiting for the other shoe to drop, of worrying if you're going to be blindsided by a bill, by a person, by a situation. I feel defensiveness, like you're on guard, like you're ready for things to like pop off. But this is where Spirit is asking you, stop, get out of that energy, get out of that frame of thinking, step back. Let's get a bigger picture. Let's calm down. Because even though there may be things going on in the background and you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, you're looking over your shoulder, you're waiting to see where the next thing is going to come from, the next problem, the next issue. But you have to get out of that negative frame of mind. think what positive things can happen, what miracles can occur in your life, not what disaster can occur. And for some of you, you're feeling that because lately it's been one bad thing or one bad news after the next, and you're like, when am I gonna get a break? You're looking over your shoulder, just waiting for the next bad news to come through. But you're gonna be surprised that this week there's good news that comes through that follows the bad news that you recently have been having, or the little misfortunes that have been occurring. There's some good luck coming your way this week. And there is, by the end of the week, times where there's get-togethers, there's time to enjoy yourselves, to stop and smell the roses, to enjoy your hard work instead of just working hard. You have to work hard, play hard. So that's the energy. As you wrap up the end of the week, you're going to be celebrating. You're going to have fun. You're going to enjoy yourself. But at the beginning of the week, it's worry, concern. How are we going to pay these bills? When am I going to set out the time to have this discussion with the people that I live with, that I work with? Because there has been a lot of things that have been falling through the cracks, and you need to get a hold of certain situations. It's like, do what you can in the situations where you have some say, have some influence, have some power, but then let the rest go. Don't worry about things that are out of your control at this time, because you're adding excessive worry and concern. We're even feeling of energy of paranoia here. So you need to relax. You need to get out of your head. You need to stop thinking about what else can go wrong. Think about what can go right this week. Someone here is acting brave, like they're not having an emotional breakdown or they're not freaking out. But we can feel this energy of freaking out, of worrying, of being concerned, of looking over your shoulder, worrying about how you're going to pay these bills. Or am I going to lose a job? Am I going to keep a job? Am I going to get promoted? Am I going to get a raise? Am I going to get a bonus? And it's constant thinking and worrying. And this needs to be dealt with on your side, Aries. Relax, breathe. Everything is going to work out fine. But if you do need someone to talk to this week, then don't be afraid to open up the channels of communication. There's no need to take the weight of the world on your shoulders. You're only human. If you need help and assistance, ask for it. You don't have to be brave. This is the week where you don't have to be brave. If you need help, ask for it. Okay, so this is where the paranoia is stemming from. Some of you have recently been deceived. Somebody was dishonest to you. Somebody stabbed you in the back. They blindsided you. You trusted this person. And this is where this worry and concern is coming from this week. If you have recently been backstabbed or blindsided, you're worried and concerned about what this person can do next. It's best not to focus on this person, not to focus on what has gone down, but to focus on your priorities. But we can see that this is a worry and concern. Somebody just backstabbed Aries, or somebody just blindsided Aries, and Aries is worried. Oh, yeah, the Five of Swords. Like, is this person gonna continue attacking, continue acting up, continue bringing misfortune, or acting mischievous, backstabbing, deceiving, blindsiding people? Some of you are still angry about this. You are still angry at someone who blindsided you, who deceived you, who backstabbed you, and you're concerned and worried that you're going to have to deal with this person again this week. Or maybe it's at work, maybe it's at home, maybe it's a neighbor. But here we can see that someone you work closely with, or someone you live with that resides with you in the home or in your community, in your environment, in your area, you've been having issues with someone. They have backstabbed you and deceived you, and you're worried about what they're doing behind your back. And if you have to be worried and concerned about them attacking you again or blindsiding you again. And so you're obsessed with that. You're focused on that. You're worried and concerned about that. But what this reading is telling you this week is that you should be more focused and concerned about your finances rather than, someone starting some trouble. That you can ignore, you can walk away from, you can deal with, Aries. But getting your finances in order is a whole other issue. And that's where your focus should be. Maybe some of you are worried and concerned, especially if you're dealing with this person at work, that they can cause you to lose your job or cause you into a negative reaction, provoke you. So it's necessary for you to stay away from this person and not allow yourselves to get provoked this week, okay? Yes, there's a new opportunity, a new relationship occurring, a new job opportunity. So even if you have to quit a job or you get into a confrontation at work and you get fired, we see that you immediately pick up after that and find another job. But you're being asked not to put up with the abuse, to step away, report this person. Don't get involved yourselves with this person, because that's what they are looking for. They're looking for a provocation. They're looking for a moment where you look batshit, crazy, cuckoo, out of your mind, so they can say that you're the problem. So it's necessary and it's advised that you stay away from somebody who's trying to provoke you or trying to gossip or trying to start some trouble this week, as we see that this person is a worry and concern because they've already blindsided you before. And so now you're defensive and on guard, and anything this person will do or say may trigger you into a response or reaction. That's something to be avoided this week. Focus on these gifts coming your way, maybe an engagement, a message of a new beginning, a new friendship, a new relationship, leveling up in your current relationships. But we see presents coming your way. Happy birthday, Aries. We see money, jewelry coming your way, good news coming your way, communication from afar. And there's going to be a lot of changes that you're going to undergo. But right now, you're being called to have patience. Let the storm settle. And when it's clear, when you can see a way forward, and then take action and move forward. But for now, mind yourselves and do not allow yourselves to get provoked. Let's get a message from the guardian angel for Aries this week ahead. A message from your guardian angel. Oh, yes. And guardian angel it is. All unfolds in perfect timing, Aries. You are one with the divine will. Focus only on love, and all you truly desire will manifest at the most perfect moment. Be patient. I, your guardian angel, am watching over you. That's confirmation. We said don't take action. Calm down. Step back. Right? Don't react. Don't get provoked. As we said, be patient. And so your guardian angel is confirming here for you that all is going to be in divine timing. To focus on love so that you can manifest the perfect moment for yourselves. Right. Don't focus on the negative. Focus on the positive. We said it. Don't focus on this person causing trouble. Focus on your priorities. Aries, that has been your weekly tea. We hope the message resonated and that you liked it. Please leave a comment down below. And until we sip tea together again, may you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao, little rams. Taurus, my little bull, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Welcome back to another live Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the Gem Star, and I'm here to spill the weekly tea for the little bulls. We want to thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, reaching out to us for your own personal private readings. Our information is in the description box below. We love you and we thank you for your support. Let's do this, little bulls. What's going on this week ahead? Travel, journey, movement, money, relationships. All right, so if we're having a rocky relationship, maybe this is the week that you end a love connection or end a friendship and go your own way. You've been sitting on the fence about a relationship, but you're seeing that things are not working out with someone. You may have to call it quits. You may have to postpone or cancel an engagement, a wedding, because you see that there are still problems and issues in a relationship. You're having problems and issues with someone. Someone here is refusing to change, refusing to agree, refusing to sign the prenup agreement, refusing to be honest, refusing to be vulnerable and open. Okay, there it is. There it is. The scythe, the garden. You may break up with somebody in public. Somebody may break up with you through a text, through social media. You may start blocking people on social media this week, Taurus. You are definitely ending connections with certain groups, friends, society. You're definitely not gonna be mingling and partying it up at the beginning of the week, because some of you are dealing with a breakup or are taking time to yourselves to consider ending a relationship that is financially draining or emotionally draining, or even both. There has been major challenges in a relationship, a friendship, a connection. It has been going nowhere for a long time. You've been discussing this, talking about this, maybe with your family, your friends. But this is the week that some of you may call it quits, and you may do it in public, or somebody may use social media to end a relationship. Some of you are ending connections with family members, getting your distance, moving away, going your own way. You cannot agree with certain family members or live under the same roof, so you may have to cut ties and go your own way. Some of you are considering a divorce, but you're definitely ending connections and relationships with people that have been in your life for a very long time. And you have been talking about this and discussing this and thinking about it. So even though you're going to cut away right away without looking back, you have taken your time to really come to this conclusion. You've looked at a situation, a friendship, a relationship in all ways. And you see that when you put it on the scales, it is not balanced, it is not equal, it is not fair, it is not working out, it's too toxic. A marriage is over, a relationship is over, the romance is over. There's a connection that's toxic, that's unhealthy. somebody has unhealthy behaviors that concern you, and you're bringing this to an end. Somebody may be partying too much or being irresponsible or cheating, not showing up in the relationship, not making the relationship a priority, Taurus. But you're definitely cutting away with unhealthy people, a toxic lifestyle. You may be even starting to detox your bodies this week. Mind, body, spirit detox time for Taurus. And in this process, you're letting go of toxic people, places, and things. And you're going to do it straight away, right away, without looking back, without any guilt, without any remorse. Because I see that you have given all you given in a situation, but you see that this connection does not reciprocate. You're not getting back what you give in. It's going absolutely nowhere. Every time you look is a new problem or a new challenge in the relationship or the connection. And so you're done with it. You're going to be meeting and hooking up with a good friend in the middle of the week after this breakup happens. So you have people that are going to support you. There's going to be someone there that you can lean on, that you can talk to during a separation in your life. And this person is telling you, good for you, Taurus. That was unhealthy. That was toxic. But you have free will. It was up to you whether you stay in a toxic job or toxic relationship or toxic situation. And I'm happy to see that you're strong enough to break free from anything that's holding you back, anything that's toxic. Yes, you're standing your ground this week. You're standing your ground. You're defending yourself from toxic people and unhealthy behavior, whether that's your own behavior, whether that's your own bad habits that you're cutting free from this week, drinking, smoking, overeating, negative thinking, not taking care of yourselves, not showing up for yourselves, socializing too much or spending too much time online, whatever your poison is. We see you hacking away, cutting away at bad habits, unhealthy behavior, and cutting away from people that bring out the worst in you or encourage the worst in you or are just not good for you. The connections are not healthy, not good for you. They don't bring anything positive. And so you're cutting free from these connections and these environments. I love that you're standing your ground. You're making great changes in your life. And you're not afraid to cut away what's not serving you, what's causing you harm, making you sick, making you ill. And you're connecting with good friends this week. So you have people backing you up. They see your side and they understand why you need to move away. Right now, you're looking for a new place to live, an apartment, a house to purchase. You're in the process of releasing, letting go, breaking free, going your own way, going to go hang out with your friends and socialize, let down your hair a little, right? Heal that heart after a separation or a heartbreak. You know you're doing the right thing, Taurus. You're standing up for yourself. And so my hat's off to you. That's very admirable because this is self-love in action. You're looking out for yourselves. Proud of you. So proud of you guys. Yes. Some of you may be, as we said, separating from the family home. You know, can't get along with the siblings, can't get along with the cousins, can't live with family, can't work with family. It's too complicated. It's too toxic. And so I've got to go. Some of you have a toxic mama, a toxic auntie, a toxic sister, All right, somebody that's always flirting and gossiping and smoking and hanging out, and they could be up there in age, but they're still acting like they're 21. They're out here drinking and smoking and partying it up, and you don't want to hang out and associate with someone like this. You're gonna go hang out with your friends. Know that this person is very jealous of you. Somebody is very jealous of you, Taurus. They're jealous because you're confident. You have a business mindset. You're a businessman, a businesswoman, or, you keep your house in order. You got it going on. You confident. You believe in yourself. And that is making somebody jealous. Somebody throw the evil eye your way. Somebody that acts like your friend but is really stabbing you in the back. You may be dealing with fire signs you can't trust this week. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. These people, they hold a grudge against you. They hate on you because you believe in yourself. You stand up for yourself and you don't put up with any crap. Because you don't put up with any crap, Taurus, they hating. That's right. 2's company, 3 is a crowd. 3 is a crowd. Don't let anybody in your business this week. Watch out for lovers triangles. Watch out for the cheaters, the liars, the manipulators, those people that don't want to commit, that are saying they taking it slow, or they breadcrumb you, or when you need them, they're nowhere to be found. Be careful of getting yourselves involved in lovers triangles. That is causing an end of a finale to a relationship this week. Definitely a divorce or a breakup due to cheating. This is going to come out to the open. There's a lot of jealousy and hatred here, and energy of revenge and backstabbing, all due to jealousy. Mind you, Taurus. So affairs of the heart are tricky to navigate this week because you may be finding out that your partner has been cheating. But as we see, the first card out was you are ready to cut free from a toxic relationship. You will be no one's option. As soon as you find out that somebody has been cheating, lying, backstabbing, you will have the strength to cut them off, and you have other friends to entertain you. Okay? You have other friends to hang out with, to have your back. You don't need this toxic person lying, cheating, backstabbing in your life. Relationships and connections that are coming to an end have reached its end because the truth will be exposed. That has been your weekly tea, and until we sip tea together again, may you have a fun-filled, blessed week ahead. Ciao. Geminis, my fabulous twins, welcome back to another live Kettle Messages Tarot. I am your oracle and reader, the Gem Star, and I'm here to spill your weekly tea, Geminis. Let's see what's going on this week ahead. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, reaching out to us for your own personal private readings. Our information is in the description box below. Don't forget to check out the community section for the Kettle-Scopes. All right, I love dolphins. They always bring joy, happy times, and good luck. So let's see what's going on here. Yes, happiness and good luck. Some of you are moving to a new home, or you redecorating, rearranging, doing some painting, but there's changes to the home. Some of you may be looking to move or relocate. If you are wanting to move and there has been some delays, or you haven't jumped on it and start looking for that new place, this is only going to be temporary, as you're going to get this inspiration or this urge or this curiosity to travel, to see the world, or just to relocate. it's time for changes in your environment, my fabulous twins. Financially, there's going to be some gain this week. So there's some money that's going to be coming your way, but it's going to be delayed. So there's some money owed to you, right? The tomb. And it came out reverse. So there's some money owed to you that with the coffin, it was not being paid. It was delayed. And so this week, there may be some bonus, some raise, or a check in the mail. This is something that you have earned or you have worked hard for, that you're waiting to get paid for. Or there's someone showing you gratitude and appreciation for a service that you have provided, Geminis. And the payment has been slow in coming, but finally you will be getting paid. Yes, you see, Geminis, you're waiting for a payment, for something financially to be settled, a debt to be paid. There's some temporary delay, but when this money comes through, it's going to be enough so that you can move, or so that you can make a change in your life. So something that you're waiting for, an old debt to be repaid, is going to come through. Also, Geminis, you have someone who has been thinking about you. Someone from the past, someone you haven't heard from in a long time. Okay, with the coffin, you thought this connection was dead. This person, their memory was dead. They wasn't thinking about you. You wasn't thinking about them. And then this week, you get communication from them, or this person is thinking about reaching out to you. This week, you may be also reaching out to people from the past, reconnecting with old friends. But I feel like someone where the connection was over and done with is coming back to life this week. Communication coming through, or someone visiting as well this week that you haven't heard from in a very long time. Yes, you're gonna get praise and recognition. This is confirmation. We said that you were getting payment for some work that you provided, some service that you provided, something that you have done. You are owed a payment, or someone values and appreciates you. And this week, they're going to show you how much they appreciate you, how much they recognize your hard work. They're going to give you pats on the back, your flowers. And this definitely may come with a check attached to it. It's not only someone saying, hey, good work. But good work, here's a check, we appreciate you, we thank you for your service. Yes, okay. You are very intuitive, Geminis, very psychic. You may be mediums, you may be psychics, but you are very perceptive and very intuitive. And this is going to kick up a notch this week. It's like you're thinking about somebody from the past, or you're dreaming about somebody from the past, and they pop up. We have this energy of watch your thoughts this week, Geminis, because what you think, you're going to manifest. You're going to bring it to life. The coffin is reversed. You're bringing something to life. So you're using the law of attraction. You're using this magician energy this week, where you're calling in this check, or you're calling in financial prosperity, or you're calling in a friend, or calling in someone from the past, Or you may be able to pick up on someone else thinking about you, and then they reach out to you, and then it's confirmed. There's a gentleman in your life that feels cursed, that they've gone through bad luck since you guys have lost contact. So a male in your life, it doesn't have to be an ex. It can be a male friend. But a male in your life, Geminis, are going through a loss or something difficult. They have had some bad luck or some ill health. Something has gone down in their life, and they're thinking about you this week. They're really wanting to call you, communicate with you, talk to you, because they feel like you're very intuitive and you will understand them, or you will have advice, or you can guide them. Let us know in the comment section what that's about, Geminis. But somebody here in your life from the past is going through some bad luck, a run of bad luck, or feeling cursed, like nothing is going right in their life. Ever since they lost communication with you, their life has been turned upside down. They've gone through a lot of things, and they want to reach out, reconnect, talk to you about life, about their situation. For some of you, it's a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. This person still has affection for you. They care about you. For sure, because you're still in their thoughts, in their energy, in their memory. They're going through something difficult, and they're thinking about you at this time. And they very do much want to talk to you. This person wants to talk to you. You're very much in their energy. Oh, with the 10 of Cups. With the 10 of Cups. So we see good fortune coming your way this week, Geminis. Good luck and success. Some good fortune coming your way. As we said, you may be receiving that check. You may be reconciling and reuniting with a past love this week. You may also be meeting a new love this week, but you're surrounded by loving and supportive people this week, people who care about you. And a lot of people come to you, Geminis, for guidance, for advice, for assistance, for therapy, for counseling, for help. Yes, a lot of communication, traveling for love, traveling for reconciliation, traveling for get-togethers, traveling for fun, traveling for vacation. We see that work and business problems that have been occurring have been because of jealousy. So if your coworkers are acting up, it's that they're miserable at work, they're miserable in their own life or with their own workload, and they take it out on you. So this week, ignore, avoid, and stay to yourselves when it comes to business, work, and career. People are going through problems and issues, and they're wanting to spread their misery, their confusion. So stay away from people that are going through it right now, that look like they're going through bad luck, that look like they're cursed, look like they got nothing but drama and jealousy going on in their life, look like they are nothing but trouble. Just stay away from them. As we see, they're looking at you, but you are totally looking away. You're looking towards your money. You're looking towards your new home. You're going to have a new attitude, a new energy this week, my fabulous twins. Let's see. Let's get a message from your guardian angel this week. Let's see what your guardian angel, what message we have. Manifestation. Oh my God. Confirmation, Geminis. We were saying it, right? We said you're working with this magician energy, the law of attraction, manifesting what you want. What we said, you're manifesting this check, you're manifesting a love in your life. We said watch your thoughts, because you're calling people and energies in. So make sure your thoughts are positive. Make sure that what you're thinking you want in your life, you really want, because you're having this energy of manifesting and attracting and calling things in and making things happen. Wow, that's so much confirmation. All right, Geminis, believe in yourselves this week. Trust your instincts and follow your heart. For in doing so, you shall manifest all your heart's desires. The life you have so long aspired to create will soon manifest. Yes, as we said, you've been having some problems, some delays, some difficulties, but that is only temporary. You know, delays are God's blessings. It's just readjusting your life, giving you a chance to catch up with yourself and your thoughts, so that you can be fully ready and prepared to take advantage of the universe's blessings that come your way when they start coming your way. As we see, you believing in yourself, you standing up for yourself, you trusting your intuition. We said you was very intuitive. You know what people are coming with. You know when environments are toxic. You know when people are trying to start trouble, provoke you, are no good for you. You know when to look the other way, Geminis. You know when to block people, ignore people, avoid people. That's what you're doing. This person is nothing but bad luck, bad news. All kind of problems are always happening in their life. They're looking for you so they can come and pour their burdens on you, and you could care less. You're focused over here on getting this money, on getting this house, on having a new attitude, a new life. You're ready to be celebrated. You're ready to be recognized. You're ready to shine, to be praised. And all because what? You're listening to your intuition. And you're not allowing yourselves to get pulled in any other direction but where you are totally focused on. And that's your financial security and your home stability. Believe in yourselves this week, and something that you have long aspired to create is going to manifest. Whether that's a relationship, a new job, a new home, a new business, money in the bank. This is the week where all things are possible, as long as you focus on what you want rather than what you don't. That has been your weekly tea, and until we sip tea together again, may you have a fun-filled and blessed week ahead, my fabulous twins. Ciao. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. My little crabs, welcome back to another live on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle and Reader the Gem Star, and I want to thank you quickly for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, being part of our sacred space, welcoming us into yours, and reaching out to us for your own personal private readings with me. My information is in the description box below. Let's do this and let's see what messages we have for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cancer. All right, it's starting. Money, 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 money. Money. Yes, Cancer. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. You're going through a spiritual awakening. You are listening to your intuition, knowing that you are protected by the universe, and you are trusting that the universe is going to share its abundance with you. Okay, so it has come, the time has come for you to honor yourself, for you to respect yourselves. Don't wait for honor and respect to come from another. You need to honor and respect yourselves. Remember, how you treat yourselves is going to let other people know how they need to approach you and come to you and how to treat you. right? If you disrespect yourselves, if you don't respect yourselves, no one is going to respect you. And don't demand respect, command respect. Understand? There's people trying to criticize you, trying to bring you down with their criticism. And this is not the week to allow that. Don't allow disrespect. Respect yourselves, draw boundaries, draw a line in the sand. Let people know that they just can't simply come up to you and start disrespecting you and treating you all kind of ways, however they please. You are not up for that. That's the first message that's coming through, my little crabs. Yes. Somebody is disrespecting you. Somebody is dishonoring you. Somebody is criticizing you, talking about you, gossiping about you, trying to defame you. And you should have none of it. Don't allow people to disrespect you and talk on your name as if they know you. Let them know who you are. Yes, you're not feeling no love for these people. You ain't receiving love from these people, and you ain't giving no love to these people this week. Ain't no sweetness, ain't no romance here. If you disrespect me, you get no love, no romance, no sweetness, no kindness over here. The door is closed. The crab goes into its shell, and then you can forget about the love and the romance. Because once Cancer feels disrespected, once you cross Cancer's boundaries, the Cancer goes in its shell and then doesn't want to talk to you. You get no love from them. Because Cancer feels disrespected, Cancer is saying no sweetness, no love from me at this time. Yes, let them talk. Let them talk crap. So you have people, family, friends, lovers, whoever, gossiping about you, talking bad about you, disrespecting you, crossing your boundaries. And you got to draw the line in the sand. You got to speak up this week and let people know that they're not going to get away with disrespecting you. That they have to check what they're doing and what they're saying. That you're not simply going to stand by and accept disrespect and then be expected to show some love. Like, really? Let us know in the comments section. People really got audacity here. They got some nerve, Cancer. They're like, let me treat you like trash. But when I come back, you better treat me as if nothing happened. Be the sweet, loving Cancer you always are. No. Cancer says no. And Cancer doesn't need anybody, financially. They can do without a partner. So if they got to kick a partner to the curb, or they have to kick a roommate out for disrespecting, or they got to leave a job or a living situation, Cancer will have no problem relocating. Cancer's problem here this week is putting up with disrespect. Not acceptable. Gossiping, talking about you, hating, being jealous and envious. They're jealous and envious because they ain't got no money. All right? So somebody here is mad because you're coming into some money. Somebody here may even try to guilt trip you, Cancer, because here we have the fish upright. Here we have the fish reverse. So it's like you got money and then by the end of the week, you got no money. So be careful with people trying to lay guilt trips on you, making you feel sorry for them, making you feel like you should make up for something. Like you should give them money. You should show them some financial generosity, making you feel bad because they're broke and you have money. So you should send them some money so they could stop feeling broke. Be careful with that energy this week. It's coming through. There are people here showing up in this tea already that treat you poorly, that treat you bad, but they want you to be sweet. They want you to be kind, empathetic, compassionate, help them out in their time of need, listen to them, give them money, give them shelter, even though they treat you like crap and they only show up when they're in need, when they need some money. That's coming through. That's coming through. I must speak on it. Yes, you're very affectionate. You're very nurturing. You're a very loving individual. Confirmation. They want you to continue being affectionate. Nurture them. Love them. Even though they gossip about you, they talk about you, they stab you in the back, they disrespect you, they dishonor you with their words and their behavior and their actions. They want you to be loving, affectionate, and nurturing. Confirmation. We said it. You're not in the loving feeling. You're tired of being disrespected. You're tired of people treating you however they want or speaking to you however they want, disrespecting your boundaries. You're tired. You're tired. People showing up when they're broke, when they need money, and they expect you to give them some money because you got money. Wow, Cancer. Yeah. They're acting immature, childish. They don't want to take responsibility over their own choices, decisions, their own life. And they want you to pay their bills. They want you to help them out. They want you to save them. They want you to nurture them. And you're like, grow up. Grow up. Because here, you handle your business, Cancer. You don't go with your problems to anybody else. You handle yourself. But people here, every time they have an issue, a problem, things are going bad in their life, they low on funds, they reach out to you because they know, oh, loving Cancer, kind Cancer, bestie, the loving one. They're never going to say no. They're always going to show up. And that's what they're expecting. So this week, you got to break illusions. You got to speak your truth, no matter how uncomfortable it is. No matter how uncomfortable this is, you got to draw the line in the sand. You got to say, as much as I love you, mama, papa, as much as I love you, auntie, uncle, as much as I love you, bestie, you're not going to use me and you're not going to speak to me however you want. Yes, this is all about your relationships, your friendships, your connections, those with your family, those with your friends, those with your co-workers, whoever's taking advantage of you. Those that say, you know, pay my lunch today and I'll pay you by the end of the week, and then they never pay you. And then they're asking you to buy them breakfast the next day. What's up with that? This is a week where you should focus on loving connections, those connections that reciprocate. There's somebody who's loving and affectionate and have their eye on you. They see a future with you. They would like to get engaged or take your relationships, connections to the next level. So there's a new friend or a new love coming your way. Not the shady ones. Not the shady ones. Because I feel this energy is more coming from a friend or a family member that whenever they in need, they come and they expect you to be generous and nurturing. But this week we see new love connections happening, new friendships happening for Cancer. There's going to be success in love and in starting new friendships, relationships, and connections this week. Okay, so there may be a reunion, a reconciliation with childhood friends or with someone from the past. So you're going to be going down memory lane, hanging out with an old friend this week, catching up. And it looks like it's going to be good times. You can be bumping into this person in the street while you're going to work, while you're going to the gym, while you're going to go get your lunch. But you're bumping into someone from your past this week, or they're reaching out, and you're going to have a nice get together, a nice chat, a nice hangout session. You guys gonna be catching up. It's gonna be warm, affectionate, emotional times. And it may be with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or somebody that works with the law. They could be in the military, or they could work with the law, or they could work in sciences. in technology, but this person is very communicative. This person likes to talk a lot. They're very energetic, so they're always on the go. So you guys are gonna have a good time. You guys are gonna hang out. You're gonna catch up with the past. You're gonna reminisce and have a good time. So this is a good hangout session this week for Cancer. While you're also having to deal with people that need to be reminded to respect you and to respect your boundaries this week. Know that there's money coming your way, so the best time to save and to invest. And don't worry about those criticizing you. It's just coming from a place of jealousy and envy. That has been your weekly tea, my little crabs. Until we sip tea together again, may you have a fun-filled, love-filled week ahead. Ciao, Cancer. Leos, my kings and queens of the jungle. Welcome back, lion and lionesses, to Kettle Messages Tarot Live. I'm your oracle and Rita the Gemstar, and I'm here to spill your weekly tea. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Leos, thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, being part of our sacred space, welcoming us into yours, and reaching out to us for your own personal private readings. My information is in the description box below. And the tea begins to spill. This is a great week to plan a vacation, a getaway. You are dealing with somebody stubborn, somebody stuck in their ways, somebody old school who is making your life impossible at work. This person is a distraction. You have a male at work who is older than you, who is old school, stuck in their ways, somebody bitching, whining, and complaining, or absorbing all your time, all your energy at work. And they're a distraction, they're a hindrance. You can't get your work done. This person maybe even sabotaging you at work, causing you problems at work because they don't get away from you, Leos. And so you may want to take a break. You may want to get away from this person. You may want to tell this person, look, I got work to do. I can't be chit-chatting. Or you just need a break from somebody who doesn't give you a break. Wow. Yes, I feel this energy. Like you are stressed out. You're tired of hearing somebody's mouth, whining, complaining, dealing with somebody stubborn or difficult. Maybe this person is even telling you they're going to retire, they're going to quit. And you're like, please retire and quit. Or maybe you're worried and concerned that a mentor, a boss, a coworker is going to quit and you're going to have more work and responsibility put on your shoulders, and this is stressing you out. But something is definitely stressing you out at work, and it's time to put in for a vacation. Bam! You see? It's time to cut ties with a stressful coworker or a job, an employer. It's time to quit a job. It's time to cut certain people out of your life who are just bringing you problems, are just being a distraction, are causing you delays, issues. So you're definitely putting an end to some type of partnership here, or relationship, or friendship that's all consuming. All consuming. Yes, you don't see yourself moving forward with this person. So if you quit, it's not like you're going to stay in contact with this person. This person has been very difficult, has been nothing but a problem, has brought you nothing but problems and issues and delays at work. You could have been ready to be promoted, and somebody caused you a promotion because of their shenanigans. But you don't feel any forward movement in a job, in a business, with a partner, or with a friend, because they're causing you issues. Okay, so you're thinking on how to move forward, how to get yourselves out of a situation, how to deal with a difficult person, or a person who's an energy vampire, or a person who is distracting you, consuming your time, your energy. So you're thinking about how to get out of a job, how to get out of a situation, how to get away from somebody who is just distracting you, who is an obstacle, who is bringing you delays. Yes, somebody here, you are concerned with the efficiency and the accomplishments of getting your work done on time. Sometimes you have to hand in work late or stay overtime because someone has been distracting you at work all day. And now you have to go over your work to make sure you didn't miss anything or stay late just to finish up and catch up to your work because somebody here was consuming your time. You have to draw boundaries. You have to let people know, hey, I got work to do. I can't be talking to you all day or helping you all day. You got to help yourself, dude. You know, somebody here is consuming all your time and your work is suffering. Yeah. This person that you're dealing with on the work front, Leo, is a liar. They distort the truth. They gossip. So you're dealing with a gossiper who all they do is tell lies, blow things out of proportion, and gossips all day about other co-workers or about nonsense. And this is what they consume your time with. Gossip, lies, blowing things out of proportion. And it's all day on you. Yeah, you feeling like this ain't easy to deal with. You're struggling to find a balance between having to deal with this coworker at work and getting your work done. Maybe they have a position of authority. Maybe they know some higher up or they're connected within the company. And that's why you're not putting this person in their place. There's got to be a reason why you haven't put this person in check and tell this person, look, I don't want to hear the gossip. You're just distracting me and I got work to do. So either you like the gossip, you like to hear the gossip, or you afraid to go up against this person or say anything about this person because you may be afraid that the next person they gossip is about you. So you're watching how you deal with this person, but it's very difficult and you're not getting anywhere and you're getting stressed out. Some of you are gonna put in for vacation. Like you need a break from this person. So if you can't confront this person, you're gonna find a way to get space, time away from this person, just to get yourselves in order, even to just catch up on your work. Your work is suffering here. So this is a week to pay attention to your work and stop allowing yourselves to get distracted. Yeah, you gotta be careful here. Somebody is not to be trusted. They don't like to work hard. They go to work to shoot the shit, to hang out, to talk crap, to gossip. So be careful that you are not that person because you may get fired. Somebody may cut you out. Somebody may even demote you. Or you may lose out on a promotion because you're gossiping, you're wasting time, you go to work to hang out and play. or somebody here that you're dealing with is doing that. And so you got to cut that association, because they can only bring you down. All right? This person can only bring you down. Yes. They can get you fired. They can get you demoted. Somebody with their lies can cause a whole lot of problems at work. So be careful, because you might miss out on a business opportunity getting caught up in other people's gossip or other people's drama and wasting time. Obviously, bosses are watching, they're looking, or they have their spies watching and looking at who's going to work to do work and who's going to work to play. And so you got to be careful on the work front. There's some serious changes about to happen. There's some serious changes about to happen. Some old issue, some old argument can pop up this week. So you got to be very careful. Very careful, because you got to keep in mind that somebody is lying here. Be careful that somebody is not trying to trigger you to react by coming to you with a lie, coming to you with gossip. That's like somebody coming to you and saying, Leo, this person said this, and that, and this about you, just to get you into a fight, a confrontation that can cost you your job. It's best not to listen to gossip at this time, because you can't trust the person coming and gossiping to you, because they're over here being treacherous and lying and causing you problems at work and distraction. Let's get that message from your guardian angel for this week ahead. A message for the guardian angel. The star, Leo. Believe in yourself this week. You are a wonder of creation. Wash away all fear and discover you are a shining star. Allow all around you to just be. Let go of trying to control life, for the light of your soul will guide you always towards love. Remember, stars are born through explosions of love. Love illuminates all things. Never forget, you are truly a shining star. Yes, it's time to stand out, to be a star, to be in the limelight, to get away from toxic people, gossipers, troublemakers, to focus on your work, to stand out for your hard work rather than stand out for the toxic company that you may be keeping, that you need to stay away from this week. That has been your weekly tea, Leos. Until we sip tea together again, may you have a fun-filled, blessed week ahead. Thank you for supporting the channel. Ciao. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Virgos, thank you for joining us for another live Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle and Reader the Gemstar, and I'm here to spill your weekly tea. Let's see what's going on for Virgos, my hard-working, practical perfectionist of the Zodiac. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, reaching out to us for your own personal private readings. My information is in the description box below. Welcome into our sacred space, Kettle Messages Tarot. Let's spill the weekly tea together. All right, Virgos, this is a time to go out, have fun, party, have a good time. You are going to be receiving compliments because you have lost weight, you have a glow up, you have leveled up. There is something different about you. You are looking handsome, you are looking beautiful, you are looking happy, you are very social this week. You're willing to go out, let your hair down, have a good time, party. Yes, we're loving this energy. For the Virgos, you have a secret admirer that's going to reveal themselves this week because you are looking so hot. You are so fabulous. There also may be a cancellation of a party or an event due to weather or due to a last minute emergency. But this is gonna allow you to party with someone that you didn't have planned. All right. So as one event gets canceled, you get an invitation to go do something else with someone else, and you're going to have a fabulous time. You're going to be, by the end of the party, you're going to be like, I am so happy I didn't go to that event. I probably would have been bored to death because I had so much fun. I'm loving this energy. All right, Virgos. I see happiness, youthfulness. You're feeling lighthearted, free-spirited. You're feeling youthful. Okay, what are you thinking about? What are you planning? What are you thinking about? Or do you have to be worried of a frenemy this week that is thinking about trying to ruin your fun? Okay, let's see what this is about. There's a fox in the hen house this week, and somebody may try to ruin all the fun that you are about to have or that you have been having. Somebody may try to rain on your parade or try to make you feel bad for having fun. No, enjoy yourselves, Virgos. Enjoy yourselves. But this can be your energy as well, as you're thinking about things that you want to get done this week. You see, you're coming up with some bright ideas. Or if you have had anybody working behind your back, they're getting exposed this week. So if there has been any mischief, anybody gossiping about you or doing a disservice to you behind your back, they are going to be exposed. This is a week where you should be planning on traveling, on taking vacation, on having fun, relaxing, taking up somebody on their offer to go out on a date or to go on a vacation, to travel. For some of you, there will be a cancellation of an event this week, but you will quickly be invited to another party, or somebody wants to hang out with you. There's a secret admirer that has been wanting to go out with you on a date. And so when something doesn't work out this week, they're going to jump in and ask you to go on this date. You're being encouraged to go out and have fun. You're also thinking of a plan on how to bring more happiness, more joy into your life. Also, there are people that have been shady, have been deceptive, have been manipulative, and they are getting exposed this week as well. Okay, there's that gentleman. Someone here is definitely making an offer to you, and they're hoping that this offer is going to make you happy, is going to bring a smile to your face. But you have to be very smart and look into this offer before you accept it, because there could be some strings attached. Somebody could be being dishonest. Somebody could be being shady. Even though they will be exposed with this sun here, you still have to be cautious and careful to see the signs and the red flags when they do show up. So it's necessary that you pay attention to what's going on around you and look into any offers that are coming your way this week. Okay, you're coming up, Virgos, this week with this energy of you don't want to waste your time. So if somebody's playing games, if somebody's indecisive, if somebody you feel is lying, or you feeling some type of suspicion about their character or about the stories that they're telling you, then some of you are gonna opt out and go out with somebody else or choose somebody else this week because you are already feeling suspicious about someone who claims to be into you, but they're not showing up like they really want this connection. And so you're not up for wasting your time. Anybody who's wasting your time, who's stringing you along, who's playing games, who's being indecisive, hot and cold, in and out, it looks like you're going to be speaking up and saying, I'd rather not entertain this friendship or this type of relationship. I like to know where I stand. Yes, you are determined this week to succeed in business, in work, in your relationships, whatever you have set your mind on or your heart on succeeding, on getting something done, then you're going to be able to get it done, to achieve this success, to be in the limelight, to be seen, to be appreciated, to be acknowledged. And that's because you are sticking with whatever it is that you have made a deal with in your life. So if you made a promise to yourself at the beginning of the year that we're losing 20 pounds, you're going to see this week that you're getting closer to your goal. If you said, hey, I was having a rough time with this subject, with this course, but I promised myself I'm going to stick with it. Now you're going to see the fruits of your labor. It's like you made a pact with yourself to see something through. And this week, you're going to see the fruits of your labor. You're going to say, thank goodness I stuck with it. And this is including listening to your intuition as well, Virgos. Like, thank God I listened to my intuition and I paid attention to the signs and those red flags. And I took action exactly when I needed to. I'm loving this energy. Yes, this week you are learning to live in the now. You're detaching from the negative past experiences and you are focused on the future. As we said when the fox came out, this is probably your energy. And we said what you're thinking about, Virgos, what you're thinking about, what you're planning, and you're making plans for the future. You're making plans for future vacation, for times of fun, to actually take a step and ask somebody out this week. So you are focused on the future. You're not thinking about exes or past relationships. We see you determined and focused on succeeding with some goal that you've set for yourself. And you're going to start seeing the fruits of your labor in that area. But there's this energy this week that you're living in the now. You're detaching from the negative past experiences. There's this energy of love, of loving yourself, of being open to loving others, welcoming others. You're in an energy this week where you're very smart, you're very cunning, but you are also affectionate, caring, kind, empathetic. You're open to love and you're giving love to others as well. And we can see it because here's so many good times. You're drinking wine or you're drinking your drink of choice, having these gatherings. You may be hanging out with the boys. Oof, triple kings. Come on. You have options this week. Water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and other earth signs like yourselves, Virgo, Capricorns, and Taurus. These are some options coming your way. You have a loving, kind, affectionate gentleman. Remember, we said you have a secret admirer. So here you have 3 secret admirers: water, air, and earth. The first one is showing up love, compassionate, coming up like a poet. The other one is coming up with plans of excitement, but they're not too emotional. They don't wear their heart on their sleeves. This lover is trying to romance you with the mind. While one romances you with the heart, the other one is trying to romance you with their mind, and the last one is trying to impress you by splurging on you, by taking care of you, by showing you a good time on the town. So you have options and secret admirers this week. Virgos, hit that dating scene because you're going to have a good time. Let's get a message from your guardian angel for this week ahead. Patience. Right, don't rush any of these connections, because keep in mind, there's still somebody here with this fox energy, if it's not yours, that's still plotting and planning and being cunning and slick and sly, not being honest and transparent. So being that you have three options, it's like go out, date them, and see what they're all about before you commit to any of them. And be patient and take your time with any new connections. Patience is required, Virgos, at the moment. You may feel that things are not moving as fast as you would like, yet there is a lot going on energetically. The current situation causing concern is evolving positively. Let go and have patience this week. Virgos, you will eventually realize that this whole event was in fact a blessing. All is perfect as it is. Trust. You are eternally loved and guided. That's confirmation. This is so funny because it said you will eventually realize that this whole event was in fact a blessing. And we said there's something that's being canceled, but it's going to be replaced right away. And you're going to have lots of fun and enjoy yourselves. So something that doesn't work out, you can leave that in the past. You can leave that negative experience in the past. But be ready and be open to a new connection coming in, or a new experience that's going to bring you a lot of fun and joy. Know to be patient and wait for the perfect time. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sip tea together again, may you have a fun-filled, blessed week ahead, Virgos. Ciao. Libra, my scales of justice, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Libra, thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, being part of our sacred space, welcoming us into yours. You're tuning into another live weekly tea with your oracle and Rita the Gemstar. Let's shuffle the cards and let's spill the tea together, and let's see what is going on for Libra, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Libra, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. We'll accept them. Okay, so you're going through a positive phase of Dharma. All those good seeds that you've planted are now going to be returned to you this week, as there's some family wish coming true. You can be getting engaged, getting married, moving, finding out that you are pregnant, but there are joys to be had within the family, happy times. Also, you may be celebrating with your friends and your family this week as you are promoted, or someone else in the household is promoted. So somebody here, something fabulous is happening for them. They're being seen for their hard work. They're being celebrated for their hard work. They're being celebrated for a promotion. You are moving up the ladder of success. You are at the beginning stages of building your own business or starting a new course, starting a new job. But these are times of celebration and movement. Be patient with yourselves as you may need to learn new skills or new systems, especially if this is a new job or you're going back to school. You have to be patient with yourselves this week as you learn something new, as you get your footing with something new, or you get your own system or your own groove. Be patient with yourselves at the beginning of the week. Okay. So this is an energy where you're breaking away with immaturity, or you're breaking away with the old, with the past, with childish ways, with childish thinking, with childish ways. You're thinking more seriously. You're thinking more mature. You have emotionally grown. Or you can also... Oh, okay. There it is. We're going to accept that one because it flipped over. This is like now you have a new level of knowledge, of wisdom, of education. This is leaving the childish ways behind, the immaturity behind. You are growing, you are expanding, you are awakening, changing. You are in a position of authority, taking authority over your own life. You're growing up. This is an energy of growing up and doing away with childish ways, childish thinking. You can be here receiving your degree. Also, news that comes your way this week is going to allow you to put an end to a childhood issue, a childhood trauma, or something from the past, or something from your youth. It's like you could finally put something to rest that has been bothering you since childhood. Oh, wow. That was deep. Because the first message that came out is family wishes coming true. And it's like finally putting something to an end. You can be reading a will this week, or there can be reading of a will this week. There can be saying goodbye because somebody has physically passed on, going to a wake. Or gatherings, family gatherings, like picnics, barbecues, get-togethers, that you are having discussions with your parents, with your uncles, with your cousins, your family, and your close friends you consider family. And going down memory lane, talking about something that happened in your youth or when you guys were young, and putting something to bed or putting something to rest. Putting something to bed, putting something to rest. That has happened a long, long time ago. See, there's something difficult to talk about. There could be some childhood trauma that you're trying to talk about and trying to get answers. Okay, some of you didn't feel valued when you were young. Some of you may have been abandoned, ignored, not valued. Maybe your parents favored your other siblings. But there's a sense of feeling devalued, which confirms the message of childhood issues being addressed this week, especially if you have family gatherings. And you're able to do this. There's something you've been holding on to, a pain, a trauma, something tragic that maybe was taboo, and you never talked about it and you never discussed it, and you have held on to this. And this week is a week to purge, to communicate this, to get it off your chest once and for all and do away with it. And Spirit is saying you're strong enough to do this. You're capable of doing this. For some of you, you want confirmation that you are a medium, you are a psychic, you had the ability to see ghosts, that you weren't crazy. Maybe when you were younger, people talked about you, other family members put distance between you and them because they thought you were crazy, because they thought you were wicked, bad, evil, because you had certain gifts. Or you just felt devalued, not accepted for who you were as a child, not loved, not nourished, not cared for, not protected. And this is something you're talking about. This is pain that you have held on to for a very long time. Yeah, you see regrets. 5 of Cups. Regrets. Broken heart. About being abandoned, not being valued, not being accepted for who you were, not being seen, not being cared for, not being nurtured by those that their job was to nourish you, was to raise you, was to protect you, was to look out for you. Somebody failed you here in the past. And when you go to these family gatherings this week, you're going to be strong enough because now you are the authority in your life. You're no longer a child. You can speak up on your behalf. You can speak your truth and not be afraid this time. So that's what we see. You speaking up. And this is karma. This is going to be their karma and your karma. Facing the past and putting an end to it. Talking about how people were jealous of you, how people were resentful of you, why people mistreated you when you were younger in the family, because they were jealous, because they were resentful, because you weren't afraid to be yourself. And this is why they turned their back. You should check out your weekend tea, Libra. There was a similar message like this, that people did you wrong in your youth, and now they come back as if nothing ever happened and not expecting you to speak on what you went through when you were younger. And it's all nice and dandy to have these reunions and to say I love you and I miss you and hugs and kisses. But if you're hurt and you're still holding on to resentment, to the past, then there's a need to purge, to get this off your chest once and for all. And it keeps coming up. This was your youth. Okay? People making you feel like you weren't good enough, like you were in competition. Like in order to be accepted, to be seen, to be valued, you had to compete with others to prove your worth. And now you no longer have to prove your worth. You're sitting on your throne. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. And you're going to have this conversation and you're going to be getting a lot off your chest this week. Let's get a message for Libra's guardian angel. A message from Libra. Your guardian angel is intuition. Trust your intuition and know that what seems logical may not be necessarily right. You see, you knew even at a young age that you were being mistreated, that this situation wasn't fair, that you weren't crazy. You know what you know, and you knew what you knew. And now you will have the chance to speak on it, because now you are the authority in your own life. The answer to your question this week, Libra, lies inside your heart. Endless possibilities exist for you. Stop trying to work it all out and feel your way through. Yes. So emotional here. All these feelings coming out. Feel your way through. Let it out. Purge. We, your angels, will guide you. Trust your feelings. What feels right is right. What feels right is right, Libra. And it's your time to talk about your childhood experiences and to put this pain and hurt and resentment and bury it and cut it out of your life. Cut the cancer out of your life once and for all. You may be even cutting people out. You may be even rejecting people's invitation to these family gatherings this week. That has been your weekly tea, and until we sip tea together again, may you have a blessed one. Ciao, Libra. Welcome back, Scorpios. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, my detectives of the Zodiac. Welcome back to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle and Reader the Gemstar, and I'm here to spill the weekly tea for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You're watching Kettle Messages Tarot live. I'm your Oracle and Reader the Gemstar, and I thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, being part of our sacred space, welcoming us into your sacred space, and supporting our channel and reaching out to us for your own personal private readings with the Gemstar. My information is in the description box below, Scorpios. So let's see what's going on here. Okay. So it seems like you've learned your lesson in a situation. Either you've stopped attacking someone or someone has stopped attacking you. And so a period of frustration has died down. You can be in an energy of a truce. So there could have been a fight, an argument, a misunderstanding, Scorpios, and you are in an energy of a truce. Like, you're in your corner, I'm in my corner. Nobody's attacking nobody at this time. We're not saying that the problem is resolved or that the issue won't pop up back again, or this won't be an issue later on. But for now, it seems like you have called a truce with someone, or someone has called a truce with you. Let's see where this is going. If you feel, Scorpios, like somebody is working against you behind your back, they're not. If you're feeling paranoid that somebody's out to get you, the first T is saying nobody's out to get you. You're frustrating yourself. You're thinking negatively, or you're in this energy of paranoia or negative thinking or thinking the worst. But you have to come out of this energy. If you are thinking somebody's out to get you, somebody is working against you or trying to attack you, because as of now, nobody is making any moves. We're in this energy of truce. People are in their corner and nobody's attacking nobody right now. Let's see if it stays that way. Okay, let's see if it stays that way, Scorpios. Does the truce continue? Do we have a reconciliation? Okay. So the problem and the issue is with family or issues with the home, the house. You're thinking about family. You're thinking about issues with property or with a home at this time. So you stop arguing with someone because there has been too many problems, too many arguments, confrontation, fights, fallouts, misunderstandings. And right now, people are in their corner, people are in their own room, or people are staying out of each other's way at this time. House reverse is an unhappy home. So there are issues in a relationship or within the family itself where people are not talking to each other, people are fighting, people are in their corners. Though nobody's attacking anybody right now, there's still bad feelings here lingering. We're just not saying anything and we're not taking action. But we're still not happy with each other. Whether you're not happy with your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or your roommate, or you're not happy with your parents, or your parents are not happy with you. But there's unhappiness in the home. But as of now, people are not attacking each other. It's like after an argument, people go silent. People go in their room. Yes, look, confirmation. Confirmation. There's arguments, confrontation, fights, separations. People aggravating each other, attacking each other, hitting below the belt, abusing each other. Constantly criticizing or putting each other down or attacking each other, fighting each other. As we said, the energy we started with, this is all confirmation. The energy we started with said we were dealing with a frustrating situation where people were attacking each other, working against each other. There's fights, arguments, confrontations, manipulations, lies, one-sided relationships, cheating, whatever it is, whatever's making the home not a happy place to be, because nobody even wants to come home at this point, because there's too much bitterness, there's too much resentment, there's too much anger, jealousy, hate going on here. And this is ugly. This is within the family, or this is with your love partner, or the people that you reside with. People could have even moved out, left. This could be a empty home. No one here to love and care for because they've all been driven away by the toxicity, by the arguing, by the fighting. Nobody wants to come home. Nobody wants to have family gatherings. It's like love don't live here anymore. And we said, right now at the beginning, there was a truce. If you're thinking somebody's out to get you, nobody's out to get you. You're in your corner, they're in their corner. And we asked the cards, is this going to continue? Or we going to still stay peaceful and stay in our corners and stay in this truce? No. Eventually, we're going to argue, we're going to fight, we're going to go at it again. Oh my goodness. As we said, somebody here already had a fight and confrontation with their family, with a lover, with a roommate. They went their own way and they said, okay, I'm done fighting and arguing. I'm going to go out, go have a drink. I'll be back later, if I'll be back at all. Maybe I'll go stay at a hotel. Then the peace gets disrupted again. And bam, we get into another fight and another argument. It's like somebody returns home and we start arguing again. And here we go again. My goodness. Scorpios, if you in these toxic connections, get out, get out, get out. As fast as you can. Get out and run like the gingerbread man. All right? because this is an unhappy home. There's no love here. Love don't live here. Nobody even wants to go home and visit. Nobody even wants to go home and sleep. They rather go sleep at an Airbnb, at a hotel, at a friend's house, at a family member's house, because they don't want to come home. There's always arguing and fighting and criticism. And somebody is tired of this. So somebody stays out of the house and then they come back. Scorpio, you come back home. What happens? Oh, she starts arguing and fighting and bitching and attacking you all over again. All right? Some of you are living in unhappy relationships, toxic relationships. You don't even want to go home to this person because all they do is argue and fight. Argue and fight. You're thinking about whether you go back home because this person is giving you the cold shoulder. This person is thinking about attacking you. They're like, this is why they weren't attacking you at the beginning, Scorpios, because you're not there. You're staying at a hotel, at a friend's house, at a family member's house. And then what happens? You return home and bam, here comes the attack. An axe from one side, a whip from another. And some of you are getting tired of this crap. Yes, somebody doesn't like the attention you get, Scorpio. You too social, you have too many family members, you have too many friends. You're never home. You never home. And when you home, you're not paying attention, or you argue, you fight, or whatever. This person is mad and jealous because you're popular. You have other activities in your life. You like to go out, have fun, and socialize. And this person is not happy with that. Yes, someone here is mad because somebody else is following a life calling, a life purpose, or is just being authentic, living their own life, living life the way they want to live their life. And the other person is not happy with that. Whether it's a lover, husband, wife, roommate, a family member, they're not happy. They're not happy that you're doing your own thing, that you're following a life path, or you're following a calling, or you're doing what your heart desires, or what you're passionate about, or you're just too social. You get too much attention, Scorpios, too much. And that means you up to no good. You are planning behind their back. You are doing things behind their back, sabotaging them, blindsiding them, cheating on them, manipulating them. That's what they're thinking. And you just may be working on your side hustle. Oh my God, Scorpio. You're like, look, I'm tired of this. I don't even want to come home. Yes. You're like, you're not seeing my side, my point of view. You're not hearing me. You're not hearing me out. Ooh, Scorpio. Oh my God. So either you're not hearing somebody out, Scorpio, or they're not hearing you out. All they want to do is fight and argue and accuse you of doing this, that, and the third. All you want to do is live your life, have your peoples, enjoy your life, do what you like to do, follow a calling, follow a path, be excited about being alive and being able to do something that you're passionate about, that you love to do, that's exciting. But somebody doesn't like this because you're not paying attention to them. They're home, unhappy and miserable, waiting for you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Scorpio. Maybe it's you, maybe it's them. Yes, oh my God. They are angry. They think you got a new love. They think you got a side piece, a mistress. They think that you got a new love. And that's why you don't come home. You're not interested in them. If that is the case, Scorpio, then you might as well drop this person because they're already on to you. They're not going to stop arguing and fighting with you until you tell them that you're seeing somebody else. For some of you, you just have a new passion in your life. You could have started a new course. You could have gone back to school. You could have picked up a childhood hobby, interest that you had. You could have started playing a new video game. But you're passionate about something new. And this is taking up your time, your energy. Maybe you started playing soccer. You started playing basketball. But whatever your new passion is, this person is taking it personally. Like, you don't love me. Because you're giving your energy and your attention to something else. So it must be another man. It must be another woman. And eventually, what's going to happen, Scorpio, is that it will become another man, another woman. Because they're pushing you away with all these accusations and these constant attacks. And maybe you have found a new love and you're thinking about going back to the current love that you reside with, that you just separated from. And if it's like that, if you're in between two options, then you're going to opt out for the new love rather than the one that you have been living with, or ex. Yes, oof, the Eight of Swords, misfortune, temptation, misfortune, anger, disappointment, as we said. And it's right under the whip. It's right under the whip, the Eight of Swords. We told you they're going to find out that you got a new love or you got a new passion in your life. And this is going to be another argument, another fight, another problem, another disappointment. This person is very angry, Scorpio. Or if you obsessive, controlling, and possessive, then you are mad because your partner has a life or they found a new love, and people are angry and fighting. And this is going to end in a separation, in an unhappy relationship. Let's get a message from your guardian angel. That's why some of you are opting for new loves. Some of you are opting for new loves because you're in a real toxic relationship. Someone here is constantly on the attack. And they have convinced themselves that you have a new love. And for some of you, you do. You do have another love in your heart. It could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or it could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's in your heart. And this person knows about it or is suspicious. The current person you reside with or you're dating. A message from your guardian angel. You got two. They were stuck together. Let's read them both, Scorpios. The first one is rainbow. You are a jewel. Even though you may not see it, even in the darkest times, you shine eternally bright. You are surrounded by an aura of love, and a pot of gold waits beyond the horizon. All will clear soon. Trust and continue to follow your dreams. You are eternally blessed. That's confirmation. We said you're following your heart. You're following your heart. And you know you're doing the right thing. And it says you are a jewel. I kid you not. It says you are a jewel here. And then the card behind it was jewel. Oh my. Every event in life presents us with a new opportunity to experience ever greater love. Yes, you're going through an experience here with toxic love and you're fighting a greater love, and that's what you're moving towards, Scorpio. There is a jewel to be found in every teardrop. Trust, we, your angels, are guiding the current events. This is a time in which you and those close to you will emerge strengthened by ever greater bonds of love. Trust, there is nothing to fear. There is only love. You will be able to either heal and reconcile a situation or start a new healthy relationship altogether. Because some of you really need to get out of this toxic one. This person is full of hate. Hate. They're wounded. They're wounded. They can't get over it. The betrayal. Whether the betrayal was real or not, Scorpio, in their mind, it's real. It's real. The betrayal. That has been your weekly tea, and until we sip tea together again, may you have a blessed one. Saggies, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sagittarius, welcome back to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle and Reader the Gem Star, and I'm here to spill this week's tea ahead. Let's see what's going on in your weekly tea, Sagittarius, my Globetrotters of the Zodiac. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, being part of our sacred space, reaching out to us for your own personal private readings with the Gem Star. We thank you for your patronage. Let's see what is going on here this week ahead. Some of you are breaking up with somebody who is not special and as unique as you thought. You thought that this person was different than all the rest, and they turned out to be the same. Just more of the same. There's a connection here that started with love, with affection, with caring, and then somebody took their love away, took their heart away, went no contact, went cold. Somebody didn't pay attention to the red flags. Somebody didn't trust their intuition here and fell for fake news when it comes to love and romance. Somebody here may have said the snake, you see? Somebody said they weren't in a relationship, they weren't married, they weren't dating, they weren't seeing anybody else, and they were. Somebody told you they were committed, that you were the only one in their life, and they lied. They deceive you. This person, they have already spent time in your home. They've stood over. They've had breakfast. They have dinner, lunch, shaved. So this person was already in your life, in your house. This person was very close to you, already had a space in your heart, and then they let you down hard. You found out that they were married, or that they were seeing somebody else already, or they were keeping their options open. They're cheating, they're lying. Some of them, they can be friends who are not to be trusted. You trusted them in your house. They stole from you, or they lied, they backstabbed, they spread gossip about you. Yes, the other woman. So there's definitely lovers triangles with that heart reverse, or a woman in your life has betrayed you and has broken your heart. If this has nothing to do with a lovers triangle, then it could be a friend, a mother, a sister, an aunt, a female in your life that has let you down some way, somehow. They broke your heart. This person felt like home. This person felt like family. You thought that this person was like home, was like family. They backstabbed you. They betrayed you. You thought they were special at one time. At one time, they were special to you, but they're no longer special. Okay? They no longer special. They've fallen off their pedestal. And all because they were a snake in the grass. They betrayed your friendship. They betrayed your trust. At one time, this person was your ally. You backed them up. You championed them. You had their back. But then they backstabbed you. They backstabbed you. They betrayed you. This person was an opportunist. This person, as soon as you invited them into your home, they stole, they robbed. They tried to take your man, your woman. But they started causing chaos. They started causing destruction. They came in, said they were your friend, but instead, they want what you had. They want your boyfriend, your girlfriend. They want to steal from you, or they stole from you. This person is feeling trapped in their own life, in their own lies. They are feeling the karma. They're feeling the karma, Sagittarius, of what they've done to you. They backstabbed you. They took advantage of you. They abused your kindness, your friendship, your trust. They betrayed your trust. You used to have their back. You used to think highly of them. They were special. They held a place in your heart. But now they no longer hold that place because they're traitors. They betrayed you. They stabbed you in the back. And you no longer see them the same way. You see them now as unreliable, as untrustworthy, as a person who brings nothing but bad news and problems into your life. This person confuses you with their stories, with their lies. This person is very hateful, very jealous, bitter, a rival, a frenemy, two-faced, unreliable, untrustworthy. This person could be in business and in work. They're jealous, they're hateful, they're troublemakers. They gossip about you. Bad to the bosses, yes, to the higher ups, to the bosses. They try to ruin your reputation. They try to bring you down. You are surprised and shocked about this person who is already exposed to you or who's being exposed to you this week. It's heartbreaking. It's breaking your heart because you trusted this person. This probably was a close co-worker. You considered a friend, like a brother, like a sister, and they backstabbed you. They were opportunists. They waited for the moment to trip you up, to throw you under the bus, to talk bad about you, to make themselves look good, to move up the ladder of success, to level up. They ride your coattails. They used you to move themselves closer to the bosses, to the higher ups. They're looking to move up the ladder of success. And if they have to trip you, sabotage you, bring you down, they will do it. And this is heartbreaking because this is somebody you trusted, that you called a friend, and you may even have helped even do their job. Oh my. So you are getting rid of a snake in the grass this week ahead, Saggies. Good for you. Let's get a message from your guardian angel. And yes, it can be a female. There could be lovers triangles, cheating going on that you find out about as well this week ahead. And you're just brokenhearted because of how nasty and how low and how dirty somebody has done you. After saying they love you and they care about you, right? Creativity. This is the week your guardian angel says you should focus on your creativity, Sagittarius. We, your angelic messengers, are here to help unleash the endless creative potential that you possess. Listen to the whispers of love inside your heart as we communicate with you through your feelings and emotions. Let go of fear and apprehension and express the endless source of creativity you possess. Sagittarius, this week, have fun and allow your inner child within you to express your true essence. All is valid, right? This heartbreak, this pain, you can use your creativity and use it in your artwork. Who's a Taylor Swift? Taylor Swift does it all the time, right? Every time she breaks up, every time she has a heartbreak, she comes out with a smash hit. Then use your heartbreak, transform it into something positive through art and creativity. Who knows? It could possibly make you $1 million. And then you'll thank the universe for that breakup. That has been your weekly tea on Until We Sip Tea Together Again. May you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao, Saggies. Capricorns, my little goats. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cappies, let's see what's going on for the little goats for this week ahead. You are tuning into another live weekly tea on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle and Reader the Gemstar. And I thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, being part of our sacred space, welcoming us into yours, reaching out to us for your own personal private readings with the Gemstar. My information is in the description box below, guys. Don't be shy. Reach out to the Gemstar. All right, the Tower is here. Unexpected, sudden shock and surprise. For my little goats this week, a solid foundation. Success in your efforts, but beware not to let it get to your head. If you're getting promoted, if you're leveling up, if you're buying a new house, if you're opening a new business, don't let it get to your head. All right? Stay humble. Stay humble. And beware of somebody with a lot of pride and a lot of arrogance that can't stand the fact that you are successful now. They can't stand the fact that you can stand on your own 2 feet. So there's a misunderstanding occurring this week between you and someone who is stuck in their ego. Or be careful that you're not in your ego and that you don't get triggered and have a bad response to someone and you're just misunderstanding their intentions or what they're saying. So it's important not to get ahead of yourselves or not to overreact to something this week. Wow. Okay, so a lot of signs are cutting things out of their life this week. Some of you are quitting, retiring, leaving a job, or leaving a situation or a person that is bragging, boasting. They're overbearing. They're too much. They're too much of a narcissist for you. They want to imprison you. They want to silence you. They want to keep you quiet. And you don't want any of that. You don't want any of that. Or you don't want a possessive, obsessive, jealous person in your life who tries to keep you from pursuing your success or keeps you from building a solid foundation of your own because they're not doing it for themselves. Okay? Yes, you see? You have the key to free yourself. You have the key to the new car. You have the key to the new house. You have the key to somebody's heart. You have the key to romance. You have the key to happiness this week. Don't let anybody rain on your parade. I see you're cutting away with anybody who is trying to disturb your peace, trying to disturb your solid foundation, trying to rain on your parade. If somebody is misunderstanding you, then you are here not to explain yourself. You're not explaining yourself, Capricorn. You're just doing you. You don't feel like you got to give explanation. You see? Somebody's not to be trusted. Somebody's a liar, a manipulator, a sly fox. They think they're smarter than you. They think they got you. They think they won. They think they've won. They think they got you. They think they have you pegged. They think they understand the situation that's happening right now, but they don't. Because you hold the key. You know what's going on. And you're not going to get duped, conned, psyched, manipulated by anybody. You're willing to cut heads off if necessary. You're not letting anybody here violate you, disrespect you, use you, manipulate you, or try to con you in any way. Somebody here thinks they got the key to your heart. They think they got the key to your house. Somebody here feels like you depend on them for your survival. Confirmation, as we said. Somebody here feels like they got you pegged, like they got you, but they don't, because they're here even thinking you need them to survive. You never gonna leave them. You're never gonna leave this marriage. You're never gonna leave this relationship. You're never gonna quit. You need this job. You need this house. You need this relationship. You need this security that they provide. But unbeknownst to them, you don't need anybody because you've been building a solid foundation. That means that Capricorn has been saving money. Capricorn has been working in the background, saving in order to escape this situation, to get out this situation, because they know that the other person thinks that they won't leave, they won't quit, they won't end this relationship or this business partnership because they think that Capricorn depends on them financially. What they don't know is that Capricorn is already making an out for themselves, a solid plan where they can go for refuge. They don't know about that. They don't know what the little goats are working on. Good for you. Good for you. They don't even know that you got another apartment already. You already got somewhere to go. Yeah, somebody here, they know you sensitive. They know your Achilles heel. They know how to wound you emotionally. So they're going to come at you, Capricorns, okay? They're going to try to guilt trip you. They're going to try to make you feel bad about the decision that you're making. So some of you may pack up and disappear while the other person is at work, while the other person is in the gym, because you know if you try to leave and pack your shit while they're there, they're going to try to stop you, stand in front of the door, not let you out. They're going to try to guilt trip you because they know you're sensitive. They know that you got some love for them in your heart, and they know how to manipulate that. That's what they want to do. Manipulate you. Convince you to stay. Convince you not to go. Convince you that you need them in your life in order to survive. My goodness. They got a real issue. Yes, they don't want you to make improvements. No, they don't want you to go to school. They don't want you to get a job. They don't want you to work out and work on your body. They don't want you to look good and fabulous and handsome. They don't want you to do anything but stay in the house. They'll do everything for you. They don't want you to see your family. They don't want you to hang out with your friends. Don't work. Don't get a job. Yes, they want to make you dependent on them. Dependent. So they have all the control. That's what they want. They don't want you to make any improvements. You're telling them, I want to go back to school. I want to get a job. I want to make this side hustle into a business. I want to expand. I want to travel. I want to do things with my life. And somebody here is like, no, you're okay. I take care of you. You don't have to worry about any of that. You don't have to worry about having dreams or goals, because I'm taking care of you. All you have to do is worry about being Rapunzel. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, Rapunzel. Let down your hair when I need you. My goodness. Oh, Capricorns, we're having some winners this week. But as we see, there are people cutting people out of their life who think that they got somebody else figured out. But you've already made it out. Yes, you are protecting yourself. You are saving. You are not letting anybody know that you got a savings account, hidden money, a little safe with money put away for a rainy day. And there's some unexpected money, financial money coming your way. There's an inheritance coming your way, or some extra money. And this is what's making somebody afraid as well, Capricorns, that the more money you make, the more you become independent, and you don't have to worry about being financially secure because you can take care of yourself financially. And you can spread your wings. And you can leave. And you can do whatever you want. And they are mad. They don't want this. They don't want this. See? They're lying. Poof. Ace of Swords reversed. They are manipulators. They are liars. They want to control your inheritance money. They want to control your money. They want to control your life. They want you to be dependent on them. They want you to hand over your life, hand over your money, hand over everything to them. And then they'll give you what you need, what they feel you need when you need it. My God, this is a piece of work you're dealing with this week. Yes, you're bored with this already. 4 of Cups. Here they come after they do you wrong. Oh, Capricorn, I love you. I'm sorry. No, enough of that crap. Enough of that crap. This person uses these guilt trips to keep you there, to make you feel bad about wanting to leave a toxic relationship. Let's get a message from your guardian angel. A message from your guardian angel. Surrender. Confirmation. Confirmation, Capricorns. Surrender. Surrender. You about to cut somebody out and leave. Cut somebody out of your life and just leave. Remain positive about the future, for all is part of humanity's evolution. There is a divine order to all the chaos which you perceive that exists in your world. Nothing will ever truly change until we learn to love and accept all that is. Lovingly surrender your judgments and expectations, and your life will manage to transform magically. Yes, surrender this situation. Stop expecting this person to do right by you. They're controlling and abusive, and it's time to cut somebody out and cut somebody off who doesn't want to see you grow and improve. How can you love somebody and not want the best for them in their life? Not want to see them grow? That has been your weekly tea. Let us know in the comment section, little goats. Ciao. Aquarius, welcome back to Kettle Messages Tarot Live with your Oracle and Rita the Gemstar. I'm here to spill the weekly tea for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aqua, I want to thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, being part of our sacred space, welcoming us into your sacred space. We thank you for your support and reaching out to us for your own personal private readings. Our information is in the description box below. Oof, Aqua, what is going on this week with the backstabbers? Oh my God, the two-faced backstabbers are out this week. Everybody put protection on and start saging. There is a two-faced friend here who has been backstabbing you, okay? Who has already backstabbed you. This is not a person who's going to do it this week. They've already done this to you. Don't let them do it again, okay? Because what happened here was they tried to stab you in the back, but their plans failed, Aquarius, okay? They attacked you, but it didn't turn out the way they were hoping or they wanted to. And so they may try to attack you again. So you've got to be careful with that. Yes, the secret is out. You already know who your enemies are. You've already seen them in action. You've already seen them in action. You know who they are. You are finding out this week. Oh, the gossip. You see? The gossip. There's a lot of gossip going on right now about what has gone down, about the betrayal, about the setup, about the conspiracy, about the backstabbing. Your two-faced friends are talking crap behind your back to whoever will listen, to whoever will hear them out. They could be saying, Aquarius tried to get us, but Aquarius failed. Or Aquarius, you could find out that because they failed at bringing you down, they're talking crap about you to everybody else because they're mad, because they're angry, because their plans failed. But they're talking crap this week. They got those lips a flapping, and they call themselves your friends. They call themselves your friends, or a friend is gonna tell you about these people who are talking crap about you behind your back. So if it's not your friend that backstabbed you and is gossiping and telling all your secrets and spreading it around, then you have a friend who, when you're not around, hears what these other people are saying behind your back, and your friend is going to put you on to what's being said because you are finding out all the truth. All the receipts are coming. You are finding out that people are talking crap, that you got them scared, you got them worried. Yes, panic, fear. We just said it. You got them scared, you got them worried. So you could have been a whistleblower. You could have put them on the spot. You could have called them out. Or you could have just distanced yourself, put boundaries up. You could have confronted these people or this person. You could have told them the truth in their face. But something you did, some truth you exposed, or some truth that has come out, got people scared, got people panicking, worrying. And I feel this is the other party, Aquarius. This is not you. I feel like something dirty has been done to you. Somebody sabotaged you, backstabbed you, defamed your character. They try to bring you down. They were unsuccessful. Now they mad. Now they bitter. And now they are scared, worried, panicking, and full of fear that you may retaliate. Woof. They afraid. They afraid you get them. You get them back for what they did. Because now you know what they did and who did it. They're worried. Oh, yeah. So, someone close that was near and dear to you betrayed you. So this was someone you considered a friend or someone close who knew things about you. And they used it against you, backstabbed you with the information, started talking crap, defaming your character. They could have posted it on social media. They could have spread gossip at work. They could have spread gossip to your friends, to your family members, to your love partners, and caused problems. But what happened? This backfired on them. It backfired on them. And now they're worried that you get revenge or you confront them. This was a friend. It could have been a male. It could have been a male friend that did you dirty, a con man, a fraud, somebody deceitful, somebody two-faced. Now they scared. Now they're worried that you're going to get revenge, that you're going to get them back for what they did. And this is what they're talking about. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, Aquarius. They're scared and worried now because their plans failed. It didn't turn out the way they thought it was going to turn out. And now you know who did you dirty. Somebody from the past. Somebody that you know more than 6 years. Okay? This is a long-standing friend. 6 to 10 years. You know this person. And they done you dirty. They try to get you fired. Or they try to come between you, your friends, those you love. Even your romantic partners. And they're afraid you about to get revenge, get them back for what they did. But I see that you're not making no moves this week. You're more focused on your money, on your finances. You're prioritizing your life. You don't care about gossip. You don't care about these people. You are unbothered by these people. Though you are mad and upset that a friend has backstabbed you, but now you know who the enemy is or who the enemies are. And they are people that have been part of your life for a long time. So this is heartbreaking. So while you adjust to this information, to this situation, you are going to focus on your work, on your money, on your stability. You're not opening your heart to these people. You are not communicating with this person. You're not allowing this person anywhere in your life right now. You're not talking to them. You're not socializing with them. And that's what they're scared, because they don't know what you're going to do, if you're going to do anything. Let's see what your guardian angel has to say for this week. Aquarius, a prayer. So your guardian angel is bringing a prayer. Dear guardian angel, to you I pray. When I am fearful, help me remember that only love is real. When I am lost, help me find my way. When I'm confused, help me to regain clarity. When I feel lonely, help me feel your loving presence. Where I perceive chaos, help me see the order. Thank you. Yes. You have been deceived by someone close to you. You may feel confused, lost. You may feel lonely. This could have been your bestie. You could be still in the middle of all this chaos, all this drama, all this gossip, and you've got to shield it out and block it out. But know that you are never alone, and that rejection is God's protection. You are being shown who people really are, so you can eliminate the enemy from your life. Amen. Hallelujah. That has been your weekly tea. And until we sip tea together again, may you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao, Aqua. Pisces, my little fishies, sun, moon, rising in Venus. Pisces, welcome back to another live Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the Gem Star, and I'm here to spill the weekly tea. With Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, joining our sacred space, welcoming us into yours, reaching out to us for your own personal private readings. My information is in the description box below. Let's see what's going on. So someone is going out of your life this week. The end of a situation, a job, a relationship, a friendship, a cycle in your life, but something is coming to an end so happiness can take its place. So this ending in your life is gonna bring much happiness. Maybe you wanted a cycle to close. Maybe you wanted an ending to something, and an ending will happen this week that will make you very, very happy. Very, very happy. You are in an energy of peace. You are in an energy of deep personal transformation, getting strong again, feeling alive again, feeling happy again, finding that peace in your life, working towards success at this time. You are spending more time in nature, or you should travel to areas where you are going to be surrounded by mountains, nature, volcanoes, whatever form of nature you can get around, even if it's a tree or a bush in the park, a lake, a river, a ocean, a beach. Do it. Spend more time in nature. Spend more time outdoors. Bring flowers and nature into your house. Start eating healthy. Start bringing vegetables, Make vegetables part of your diets this week. Bring flowers into your house. They're going to cheer you up. They're going to lift your spirits up. And they're going to cleanse the energy of your surroundings, of your home. This is a time to do away with the past. Close cycles. Say your goodbyes and move on. Someone is leaving your life this week, Pisces. Someone also can be physically passing on as well. So somebody can physically be passing on with the casket and the flowers and nature. So you may be attending a wake, a funeral. Somebody may pass or may be close to passing. And so you're going to find that out this week. Also, for others of you, it's simply a cycle of your life that's coming to an end. And when this cycle closes, when something that needs to finishes this week, you are going to be so happy to be free, to be liberated, to be able to start from scratch, start from zero, go another way, do something different in your life that brings you happiness. Yes, obstacles are being removed your way. Blocks are being removed out of your life. There was a lot of delays, a lot of things that were blocking your happiness, blocking your success, blocking your love life, blocking you from feeling alive. And now all these blocks are being lifted at this time. You are looking at how far you've come, your struggles, your journey, how difficult it has been, and how happy you are to finally get something done, over with, and close a cycle. Whether this has been a tumultuous semester in school and you get to finish and graduate and get that degree, or you finally finish and are done with a toxic relationship or long distance connections, or being separated from the world, you're coming back into the world, you're living your life again instead of just existing. Yes, you're releasing burdens and responsibilities that are not yours. You're being liberated and free. A weight is coming off your shoulder, a responsibility you no longer have to be responsible for. It's freeing you up for new experiences and new adventures. And so you're entering a time of strength, of deep personal transformation. You're not going to notice yourself after this. But you're going to be releasing so much burden, so much weight that you've been carrying on your shoulders, in your heart, in your mind. You're going to be liberated and free and happy. Yes, somebody in the past betrayed you. There was a lack of loyalty. And since you have distance yourself from this person, remove this person from your life, your energy, your thoughts. You have seen how your energy has changed, how things are progressing and moving forward, how you are feeling happy again, how you have a peace of mind again, because you had to remove somebody from your life who was disloyal, who betrayed you, and you got distance from this person, Pisces. And now you are going to be meeting the ideal husband or wife, somebody loving, somebody kind, somebody nurturing. Get ready for new love. This new love is going to become your future husband, your future wife, Pisces. After being in toxic relationships in the past that betrayed you, whether you was cheated on and lied to, used, abused, betrayed, those days are over. You're looking at how far you've come. You are already putting things to an end, closing cycles in your life, and now you're moving towards happiness, towards abundance, towards prosperity. Money is coming your way. Abundance is coming your way. Prosperity, happiness, peace, strength, success. And it's all because you distance yourself from people that don't serve your highest good, that are not there with good intentions, that all they do is betray you, backstab you, be disloyal, let you down. And now you're looking for the ideal husband, the ideal wife, while you focus on your money, on your prosperity, on your happiness, on your peace. You will see the universe grant you abundance. Ooh, 9 of Cups, wish granted. That's confirmation. You are going to be so happy, so abundant. Prosperity is going to be surrounding you. Money coming your way. There's relationships blossoming at this time. Some of you may find out you're pregnant or you're giving birth. Congratulations. Taking relationships to the next level. A dream, a wish is coming true at this time. As we said, a cycle is ending and you're leaving behind betrayers and disloyal people, places, and things. And you're moving into a more joyous, happy time full of abundance, money, love, prosperity, a wish being granted. Some of you are dealing with air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you're dealing with a legal situation. If you're dealing with a legal court situation, it's going to be a win, Pisces. For others of you, you may be dating somebody very cool. Someone who doesn't wear their heart on their sleeve, but they're fun, they're intellectual, they romance your mind. And 4 of Swords, there it goes, confirmation, that peace, that rest, that relaxation that you need. With the King of Swords here, the King of Spades, some Pisces may have to have surgery during this time. So you may have an emergency surgical procedure done, or you're making an appointment for this, or you should see your doctor because some of you need surgery at this time. Others of you already have a surgery scheduled and you will be recovering lovely. All right, you're gonna be fully recovering from a surgery. And others of you, you're going to be surgically removing a past situation, a past issue in your life, removing the cancer in your life, and moving on to happier times. You're leaving difficulties behind, worries, sorrow, unhealthy situations, exhaustion. This is going to be a thing of the past. Let's get a message from your guardian angel, Pisces, for this week ahead. Healing. Confirmation with the 4 of Swords. You are healing. We said it. Okay. Listen to your heart, Pisces. Love is the greatest healer. It has the capacity to balance and heal your emotions, thoughts, and perceptions, which in turn will heal you physically. Your angels are here with you and will help you dissolve your fears. Trust in the power of love to guide you this week and allow it to guide your life magically as you see your life transform. This is confirmation that healing is occurring right now. As we said, a confirmation, there's healing right now. We said you're going to heal 100%. You're going to heal very fast, very well. You're going to bounce back from this betrayal or this surgery, Pisces. But I love it because you're healing and there are happy, joyous, abundant times ahead. So congratulations, Pisces. May you have a blessed week ahead and a fun-filled week ahead. Leave your comments in the comment section. And thank you for liking, subscribing, and being part of our sacred space. Ciao. It's your Rita the Gemstar. Thank you so much for stopping by, sipping some weekly tea with us. Support your content creators. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And to receive your own personal private reading, book it at our website, kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site, in the description box below. May you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao.